from here, okay? So we talked about your posture, okay? Now for me, although we can't actually see you down the line, looking at you there now, the fact your face is clearer to see tells me your head is up. It's not straight down on your chin here, looking at the top of your head there. So we're actually getting a better posture now with your spine angle. So the left hand one, as you went back, there was no real wrist in. The club now going back to what we call behind you, and the club looks a lot shorter. This one now, as the club goes back, we can see the club looks a lot longer and it's going more upwards.
Right.
So we can get the old saying, what goes up with the club must come down, or at least gives us a chance to come. This is the better one, yeah. Now, in the years gone by, you would do this shot here now as the club comes back. You'd swipe over the ball or top it, and everyone would say to you, you're lifting your head. Now you tell me at any point in this swing now, is your head lifting or looking for the target?
No.
At any point, it's not, is it? Okay, so we're staying down. As a result of that, we can see your left foot as you come through, lifting up on its tiptoe there, because all your weight is hanging back in an attempt to try and get under it or lift it or something of the like, because you're trying to keep your head down, okay? As we swing through now, this position here now, if I said to you just throw that club, your right shoulder, right hip, right knee and right foot would all sort of twist through the target to throw yourself toward the target to hit the golf ball. So as you come back down now, the club can reach the ground. Lovely strike as we can see. And now watch your head, just follow it through. We twist through, we follow the golf ball. Your weight now is going to finish more on your left side there. Now it's a little bit leaning back there, but I would say if we look at those sort of two positions there now, when you finish on that one, head still way down, at least that one, that's kind of a swing that looks functional, and we can get the club back to the golf ball, okay? So a couple of things to summarise there, okay? Setup is going to be key, getting the posture over the ball. Where your head is doesn't really make any difference because you can move it independently. It's where your shoulders are in relation to the ground. If you're over the ball sufficiently enough, you can reach the ground, okay? So once you set it better, your thought on the backswing was hinging your wrist up. You kind of got that pretty quickly, to be fair, and the club was starting to get up a lot higher, okay? I think your focus now through the golf ball is allowing that right side to twist through here. Let your head and body follow the club. Basically, look at the ball. Look at the ball here and look at the ball where it goes. Okay?
To some extent it's a bit artificial, because normally I'd always look, like here I just recognised I'd hardly looked where it's going.
Exactly, because there's nothing to worry about there, exactly.
But normally I spend quite a lot of time sort of thinking, right, do I want to go, where the 100 is or up to the
and
side.
I think that's the way we need to try and practice. The thing is, in practice, people get so focused about looking down there. All they're concerned about is what is happening down there at the golf ball, and that's all they worry about. When in reality, you want to practice the same way that you would play. So on a golf course, on a driving range, you pick a target, pick a spot, and try and practice hitting that ball to your target, because you're measured on the golf course by how successful you can hit whatever club in your bag to a spot. There's the flag or the 100 or the mound or a green or a fairway. Whereas on a driving range, people get their feet on the ground and just stay there. They never move. They go bang, 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 bang. And like I said, if we hit a couple of bad shots, we're human. We're going to make a few bad shots, okay? That's not the end of the world. Just make sure the next shot after a bad shot isn't hit quickly and then quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, because then you're getting a bit of a speed butting of the golf ball and you just lose all rhythm and timing and you'll tense up.
So one of the questions which I've always asked is I rarely lift a ball. So if you notice, it's quite unusual for me to actually sort of get more than about, 10 metres high, I guess. So most of the time, even if I use a driver, it'll be flat, straight. So is there anything which I'm doing?
Yes, you're trying to lift it. That's why the more you try to lift it, the lower it will go. Because if everything lifts, your arms, your club, your body, your hands, everything can lift higher. So what you're doing is, rather than catching the ball here, by lifting, you're catching the ball now on the bottom. There's no real angle down here. So your shot could be a bit flatter. The other thing as well,
the way that I'm holding it.
Not really. The other thing as well, in terms of when you swing this golf club, because your wrist hinge isn't something you're used to doing. At this point here, we'd expect the club face to be pointing towards the camera rather than towards that mirror. So what you do have is the club face here going that way. So when it comes back to the golf ball, it's a bit hooded, as you can see, or it will go left with no loft. Okay. What we're going to try to do, we hinge those wrists. The club face now you can see is pointing that wall. So that would be something you can practice that with the wrist hinge to get that. But part of the reason why your shots go lower is because you sort of go back and you try to lift, everything rises up to try and help it up in the air. So you hit the golf ball with an upward hitting action. therefore catching the bottom 2 or 3 grooves of the club, which will then just send the ball low. So I bet you're someone who rarely, if ever at all, has hit the ground after the golf ball.
Right.
Never taken the divot, hit the ball, and then the turf. If you hit the ground, it's always the ball afterwards. Hit the ground first and then the ball. Because your mindset from day dot when you first started playing is, I must keep my head down. And if you start playing golf when you played in school, you may have been taught sit on the gun still posture, head down, left arm straight, trying to get under it. Unfortunately, we can't get under a ball that's on the ground. If the ball was in the air, like that, with a tennis ball or a tennis racket, you could hit up on the ball, side or top, all day. Ball's on the ground, you crack the bottom's unexposed, okay? You've got to hit the club to the back of the ball, and it will be the loft of that golf club, whether you're using a 9-iron with sort of 44 degrees, or a 7-iron with 36, that's what gets it up in the air, okay? Not you trying to, that's better,
So is it?
That's more like, exactly. So that club now is there, so you come back to the golf ball using the full loft. If you go back this way, loosen your grip pressure there, and you come back, there's a lot less loft on that club face, okay? So we're trying to hinge those wrists. That wrist hinge is something you can work on, and I think over time you'll get used to not keeping your head down, but you're told from day, and everyone gets told the same thing. I get guys coming to lesson all the time saying, I've had a few lessons, Gareth, and I know my head must stay down. I'm thinking, no, it's not the case, but we've all been taught that from, unfortunately, from when we first start playing golf. When we see a ball scuttle on the ground, we go, I must have lifted my head. No, your head can lift up there, around there, anywhere. It doesn't make any difference. Where these are based on a better posture. Okay, does that make sense then, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.